Guys, welcome to the second installment of Good Critic Bad Critic. I'm the good critic today, Kyle, joined by my bad critic friend, Andrew David Wadros.
Hello.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're not, follow us on Instagram at Good Critic Bad Critic. You know why? We're going to tell you what movies we're going to watch. We post insane content.
Insane content.
You're going to want to know.
Out the ass content.
It's coming out one of our asses.
Right now.
Yeah, so go there. Go subscribe to our YouTube. Good Critic, Bad Critic.
You want to see it? Half of us pretties and half of us uglies. You decide who's who.
Good Critic, Bad Critic. The duality of man. This week, Andrew, let's get right into it.
Yes.
Lost in Translation. 2003.
So you'll be reviewing this positively. I'll be reviewing this negatively.
Keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah, guys. And we hand out some awards. We give our honest thoughts at the end.
Stay
Just so
tuned.
you're not lost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys know the drill by
Yeah,
now.
hopefully. It's only installment number 2.
All right, let me tell you about this movie, Andrew.
Please. What is Lost in Translation about?
A lonely movie star
You wrote this yourself?
I wrote this myself. You shouldn't have said anything
know.
because I was locked in.
Okay.
All right.
Good, I'm listening. Okay.
Amateur hour. All right.
I won't look.
Okay.
I'll look at the camera.
A lonely movie star befriends an equally isolated newlywed at a Tokyo hotel.
It's not even funny. Oh my goodness. Okay.
We might have to cut this.
We can't do it with the YouTube.
Fair
I'm not good enough yet.
All right. For real.
We'll keep this in.
A lonely movie star befriends an equally isolated newlywed at a Tokyo hotel, and the culturally adrift, unlikely pair become fast friends while exploring the city.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tokyo. It's a big city.
Big city.
Couple Americans just exploring together.
Yeah. All right. So I'll start with the good.
Yeah, take it away.
Good review incoming. All right. First of all, the cinematography of this film, amazing. Every shot, I'm like, I'm there in Japan with these characters.
I don't call you saying who shot these shots.
Couldn't tell you, brother.
Sofia Coppola. All right.
And then, so every shot of Japan is amazing. We go through like two different parts, right? So we're in Tokyo, we're in Kyoto, and they have one shot of Mount Fuji. We'll get into it. Good God, loved it.
You're the Japanese expert. I don't know when we were at any of these spots. Actually, I think I know
you
when
do.
Kyoto is.
Yeah, you definitely
I'm just
know.
Stupid.
This film does an amazing job of just making you feel like what these characters are feeling. You feel alone with them. Like, that's the whole tone of the movie, like, alone together with them. And as an audience, you're right there. This film is such a strange mix of emotions. It's relaxing, it's sad, and bittersweet. And the chemistry between the two leads is palpable. You can feel their pain. You can feel the joy when they're with each other. I was totally bought in to each of our stars' performances. Bill Murray as Bob Harris, Scarlett Johansson as Charlotte. Who knows the last name? And even though there's no plot and we just see this slice of life, it really just sits as a piece all together. And I very highly recommend this movie.
Interesting.
And you hate it as a critic.
As a critic, I was not a fan. Let me get into why. So, first and foremost, this is a film that glorifies cheating on your partner because you don't know how to talk to your partner. Like, just go have a conversation with these fucking bozos. They don't do that. They're not a real adults, right?
Did they cheat? Well, one did for sure.
One definitely did, and then they kiss at the end. That's palpable to cheating. You just used that word, so I wanted to use it. So, you mentioned the tone and the tension, right, throughout the film. Rightfully so, I think it's the right move, but it's way too much. This is a dramedy. Let's cut the tension in half at some point. You never do. Not a fan. The execution is kind of boring. Like you said, there's no real plot. So, it's just two Americans alone in Tokyo at the same hotel. Let's go do some stuff. sometimes. Cool. Like, what?
I would never do that.
A lot of the scenes are just so dull and they're drawn out. Like, I understand, like you said, you're there in Tokyo too. You're an American. You're alone. And you feel that too, right? But we don't need this world building inside of this boring ass world. Like, oh, here's this long ass scene of the guy sitting at the bar. Or here's this long ass scene of him just going to the pool by himself. Like, it's just too much.
He's alone, brother.
I understand, but we get it. Like, we get it. We get it.
We've gotten it,
you know?
yeah.
And then as a critic myself, I don't want to be isolated in a film. I want a translator there for me too, aka subtitles. I don't know what's going on, and it just takes away from whatever the fuck is going on. I don't even know. It's just everything is so drawn out. It really doesn't pick up either until you meet Charlie, who's the most unique character of them all, Charlotte's friend, right? And then they go out and they do all this fun stuff, and without them, like, what are we, just sitting at the hotel for fucking 4 days? Like, you're lucky Charlie's there. But also, he was just kind of weird, too. Just the whole vibe. Like, I don't know if that's... like I said, you're the Japanese expert. I don't know if that lifestyle... They made it seem like people that live there, Japanese people, are just weirdos. That's the vibe I got, was just like, we're gonna do some stupid shit and none of it makes any sense. I know that's not the case, but that's
wow,
the
you
case.
just insulted all of Japan,
Not
brother.
all of them, just Charlie and his friends.
Yeah.
Okay? And then this is my biggest gripe, by far. Scarlett Johansson. Every single move she does is so dramatic and so cinematic. She's sitting on the windowsill. Let's just shoot her for 14 seconds just looking out there. She's laying on her bed. Oh, like, no, fuck off. It is so dramatic. It's just, I couldn't, and like her laugh too.
Wow,
everything
brother.
she does was just over the top. Make it stop. But when she's being normal, having a conversation, she's normal and I like her. When she's doing like anything else,
When she's sad,
fuck
when
her.
she's feeling something.
Well, sorry. Don't be alone with your husband in Japan. What do you want from me? Marry a better dude.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Exactly. It's just, it was too boring for such a great concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys. We're going to get into our awards. These are the only things that matter.
Absolutely.
We'll go through them. I'll give the best. Andrew gives the worst. It's that simple.
That's how it works.
We'll start off with best performance. Mm-hmm. This is tough. Well, it's between two people. There's two main characters. It was tough because I liked both of their performances. But overall, I'm going with Bill Murray as Bob. Because while he's very successful, he's married, he has kids, he has it all, right? In theory. But he's still not feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still not feeling it, right? And so you can feel his, like, pain throughout the movie. You see his highs, his lows, and you're just along the ride with him. Everything he does, I'm like, I'm so sold as you as this character. Everything great. I had no complaints about his performance.
I agree with that clearly, as my previous statement.
Yeah.
So worst performance, you think I'm going to go with Charlotte. She wasn't the worst. Her husband was worse. Giovanni Ribisi is his name. He plays John.
Yeah.
What was he going for? I understand he's supposed to be this like dumb, grounded, young husband who just got married and he's too focused on his work, but he's so annoying in this. Like, even more annoying than Charlotte. He always has that dumb face. He's just like, yeah, babe. Yeah. Like, I couldn't say it. I did not like it at all.
That's
His
fair.
performance was terrible.
That's fair.
Yep.
All right. Where do you want to go next?
Quote.
Best quote.
Yeah.
I kind of mixed it up as I was going.
Nah, do what you gotta do.
All right. Best quote. This is Charlotte. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be. You'll figure that out. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. And I think that's the best quote because I feel like that's really true. Like, as in, I stuck with that because I'm like, yeah, if you don't care what other people think and you're doing you don't care.
Yeah.
And that's hard to figure out.
It's a great lesson to take away from
Yeah.
this.
I said thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob Bill, for that glorious info.
Bob Bill. All right, so I have for worst quote. Again, I get this is another one that's I understand is intentional, but you meet Kelly, aka Anna Faris's dumbass character. The first time she runs into John, she's like, "Oh my god, I have the worst BO right now." Who says that? Why do you say that? Why is this in the script? Like you don't need her to say stupid shit for us to know she's stupid.
That's fair.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
I'm with you.
Ugh.
All right, Andrew, I'm going best scene. So the best scene to me is the first night out with Charlotte and Bob in Tokyo. Just because you're in the city with them, they go meet Charlie, and then we're at the bar with them. And then you just go along with them for the night. They get chased out with airsoft guns. They're running through the streets, so you get to see more of Tokyo. You run through the casino. You see all the people playing the casino games. They hop in the cab, and then the night keeps going. They go and sing karaoke, and like you're really building like their connection. You're like, all right, they're having so much fun together, and you have that moment where Bill Murray, Bob, is carrying her up to her room, tucks her in. I'm like, what's about to happen? Who knows? Nothing happens.
Good.
He says,
Rightfully so.
Tucks her in.
Bob.
But that was the best scene.
No.
I just
Like
loved,
I said, that's when the movie you're like,
it picks
hey,
up.
there's
Yeah.
something going on.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that was like the most exciting part, and I just like the way it was filmed.
Yeah,
Like
it was shot really well.
we're just going along with them.
Oh, sorry, no, it's fucking.
Yeah, you hated it. Yeah, you hated it.
It looked
Andrew.
so fucking bad, dude.
So
I'm cussing a lot this episode. I realized.
best scene for me.
Well, that's what happens when you're negative. All right, well, I'll go with worst scene, and I'm gonna take a little page from your book.
Yeah.
Last week, you were like, it's just kind of like this whole collective gathering. For me, the worst scene is every time Charlotte is by herself. She's not deep. It is so unnecessary.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I get it. You're going to school for psychology. Don't act
No,
like
she
it.
graduated.
Oh, yeah,
brother.
sorry. You graduated from Yale for your psychology degree. Don't act like it. Just live your life. Use psychology when it's necessary. I don't know when that is. Yeah. I don't know the difference between
Stop
psychology
analyzing
and
me.
psychiatry.
Psychiatry. All right, Andrew. Best costume.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett Johansson wearing that pink wig. God damn.
Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just strictly the best because I'm a horn dog.
Amen, brother.
That's all I gotta say.
Well,
As a critic.
Yeah, of course, of course. Worst costume for me, Charlotte wearing those disgusting see-through panties. There's no shape to it. It's breathable, sure, but you might as well just go commando at that point. You know the stains on those imminent because there's no fabric there. So, like, anything touches, boom, splotty.
Stain.
Gross. No shape, though. That's my biggest gripe. I need a little shape to the behind. And you're not getting it with some see-through panties. Right off the gate, too. Opening scene.
That was the opening scene. All right. Best location. I had the golf course with Mount Fuji in the background.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm like, holy
Beautiful
shit.
shot.
Beautiful shot.
Looked so fake. That's how good it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I had to look it up, and there it's real.
We gotta go. You don't even
we have
golf,
to go.
but you'll start golfing.
But yeah, I was like, wow. That was where I was like blown away. Like I said, anywhere they filmed Tokyo, I loved it. Anywhere. It was amazing. But that shot, standing alone, I was like, holy shit.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
All right, worst set piece / location. You mentioned it. It's when they're running through the casino in that part only because it is so tight. It is so claustrophobic inducing. And I hated when they ran through. It was for it was like 11 seconds max. Hated it so much.
All right.
But everything else, like that was the toughest category. Because everything else, like even the hotel, I was like, this is a nice
cool.
place to chill.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
exactly.
cool place
Yeah.
to chill.
All right. Best song. Or soundtrack. Whatever you want to say. I had Brass in Pocket sing by ScarJo at karaoke.
I respect it.
Only because everything else I wasn't feeling that much. I didn't like when Bill Murray's character was singing. I was like, whatever. Mm-hmm. She gave the performance. We had a lot of singing parts in this performed by characters. There was a soundtrack too, but overall, it was ScarJo's performance singing for me. Just because you felt the tension between the two characters. She brought it together.
Mm-hmm. And the wig. Doesn't she sing with the wig?
She did. Brother, she did.
All right, worst song. It's the final song. It's the send-off. I thought it was a terrible choice. It's literally the worst choice, I think, possibly. Like, that song did not do justice to the end of this. It's called Just Like Honey by the Jesus and Mary Chain.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of it. It's not an ending credit song.
I'm going to step on your toes a little here.
Please.
I thought
Ow.
Peaches was terrible for the strip club scene. Just because it was so awkward.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, that's what it was portraying.
It's
but
adding to it,
But
right?
I was like, I love that song, and it kind of ruined it for me. I don't know. It reminds me of Jackass. All right. Finally, best cameo. I don't know if you had a cameo.
There's
only one person.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Or, we'll see. I had Anna Faris as the movie star.
Yeah, Kelly.
She's the best, just because... Obviously, she's hamming up this character, so everything she's doing is just...
The worst.
She's going for it, yeah. And, like, she's over the top. She's talking over everyone at this dinner, like... No one else is talking. They're all going out together.
Everyone thought I was anorexic.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were anorexic, too.
Yeah. And then she's singing at the bar, like, just obnoxious.
Terribly.
Doing a press conference, like, oh, yeah, me and Keanu Reeves have so much in common. Karate. Loved it. Just because she was going for it.
She's the worst cameo as well. And it's not really a cameo. It's cheating a little bit, but she was...
But, yeah. That was the only
hammed it up
one.
way too much.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, let's really talk about how we felt about this. Did you like it?
Yes, I did. I did not love it. Most of everything I said had some truth to it.
Okay.
Because I really liked the premise. It's a story about, like, unconventional love. It's two people that aren't supposed to be in love, and it's told really well. Yeah. But it's not executed well, if that makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah. I enjoyed it because, like, it's like them meeting each other, like, at right place, wrong time. Yeah. Right? But I don't think... In my opinion, it's like kind of ambiguous. I'm like, are they like attracted to each? They're obviously like close with each other, but are they like attracted to each other? I don't think so either. And so like, I loved the whole tension. Like, are they gonna hook up? Are they not? What is this relationship? And I think they were just like there to cope with each other.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're both feeling alone. They connected and they got along. But the end when they kissed, I was like, this didn't need to happen. Yeah. I wish like he just saw her walking and just kept going.
And I understand it's like an American in Tokyo, but there's no fucking way you're spotting her.
No.
There's not a chance in the world.
But yeah, I actually really did like this movie. Like I said.
The performances, I thought they were mutually like beneficial to each other. Yeah. Nothing special, but they were good and they got the job done. And then like overall, like the story, I thought it could have been executed a lot better. Because it looked visually, like you said, visually stunning.
It was great.
Yeah. Great work.
I think too, the characters, like Bob and Charlotte, I'm like, Charlotte, if you're that unhappy, you need to talk to your husband more. Like, I get he's working, but like...
Go with him.
Yeah, she's...
something.
I didn't feel bad for her because I was like, you're just making yourself... In my opinion, she was making herself feel bad.
I'm with you.
Bill Murray, his wife seemed interested, like, as in... She called him when he got there. She was faxing him.
Yeah, but she was so short too at the same time. I don't know.
Exactly, but he didn't try either.
But 25 years, I can't say I understand, but at the same time it kind of makes sense. Like, do we bother?
Yeah.
At this point, we have the kids, let's just work for that. I don't know. I kind of understood his situation a little better, but they both fucking stupid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're both shitty. As in like they didn't cheat with each other. Bill Murray's character cheated with the singer at the bar. Which was kind of weird.
It's kind of hot. She was. She did something for me.
Yeah. Red hair, I think.
Probably.
I don't know. I just think he was shitty. I loved the performances. Overall, I did really enjoy this movie.
I think I would like it much better on a rewatch, but for the meantime, I liked it.
I give it an 8.9 out of 10.
See, no.
Yeah.
I'm at a 6 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it. And it's kind of curious. I'm curious to watch Beau is Afraid as a bad critic. That's the next movie.
We're announcing it now. We should have said we were announcing it at the end, but we're doing it anyway. Beau is Afraid is up next. It's the perfect film because I've seen it. It's, either way, there's so much to take from it.
But yeah, like I didn't like our movie as a bad critic last week.
Right.
You didn't like this movie as much as a bad critic this week. And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm in that mind frame watching it.
I think it is because I am looking, like, obviously I'm watching, I'm consuming, but I'm looking for anything that just bugs me.
Exactly. Yeah. And
so
then
it is
you're
so
like, all right,
weird.
there
it is so weird. But I kind of like it. It's fun. It's a cool exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for tuning into another episode. We'll get better, I promise.
Yeah, I think
we're working on the kinks.
I think this one already went better. So tune in with us. Watch Beau is Afraid. I believe it's on Amazon. I haven't looked yet.
It's on
it's on something
Paramount
for sure.
Plus for sure.
Cool.
With Showtime added.
Yeah. So watch along with us. You have 2 weeks until episode drop. Subscribe, like review, leave a review. Leave a review. It helps us feed the family. I'm sure you've heard that joke before, but I'm gonna stick to it.
He's literally gonna never stop.
Now that my wife is a successful podcaster, I understand what reviews do for a podcast, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Living my dream. All right, bye, guys.